This is a story from Be My Eyes.
This is Krissy. I'm visually impaired. I'm dependent on mobile apps and other assistive devices for the blind, and one of which, of course, is Be My Eyes. I'm originally from the Philippines, but I studied in Australia for my master's degree, and I was living alone in Australia. I was living independently, so that's where Be My Eyes was really, really helpful to me. I learned about Be My Eyes through social media. It was from a group of visually impaired people around the world. To be honest, I use other apps, but the thing is, with Be My Eyes, it's even faster. Like, it's easier to access things. It's better to pick up things or fallen objects easily compared to other apps. Because it's an app, but in Be My Eyes, you get to talk to a real person. You get to talk to a real person who can actually help you on something. So that's what made me like a patron of Be My Eyes, because that sets apart from other apps. It feels like I'm with friends or with family members because they're human beings. During my first few times in using Be My Eyes, I was just using it for simple things. But then when I moved to Australia, when I lived there and studied there for my master's, I needed more. For example, in my accommodation, the laundry room, it's not like an ordinary laundry room. You have to swipe an ID to get the machines working. In that particular machine where you need to swipe your ID, there's like a small screen that flashes something. Like when you swipe your ID, it would flash a message because we need to pay before we can get the machines going for the clothes. What happened was I have to call Be My Eyes every time I would wash my clothes because I wouldn't be able to read whatever is on the screen. Another thing would be I walked out from my accommodation. There's a certain pathway where it's not really straight, but I need to get to the other side. But I really know the marker that I need to reach to make sure that I'm going through the right direction. So I have to use again Be My Eyes and then ask the person, like, can you see this post? Can you see this red or black post that I need to reach in front of me? I would say that the impact is very positive, especially when it comes to independence, because I'm a very active person. My life is very active. I go places, I go to cafes, I do some sports on the side while studying, etc. So Be My Eyes is really helpful with everything I do. It really helps me troubleshoot things around me, troubleshoot issues at home by myself. So it's really impacting my independence greatly. I will not stop using Be My Eyes because it's part of me. It's part of my independence.
This was a Be My Eyes story. If you liked it, please share and subscribe to our YouTube channel.